What's up guys, and welcome to a very quick video. I guess it's not too long a video, but not too short a video either, talking about something I came across when I was researching another, or Deoxys for another video, which hopefully will come out fairly soon. You guys might have heard it already, but I might mention it here, but you guys will get a full video on it soon enough. Anyway, so Deoxys. We know that Deoxys is an alien Pokemon, pretty much. The two sort of instances we see it in the games, one of it is on an island where sort of the triangle is formed, but the other one, the more prominent one I guess, is in Oras, where it comes down on the meteor, or at least the triangle is in the meteor, and when you destroy it with Mega Rayquaza, it comes out and it battles you. So, Deoxys, what do we know about it? It's also shown in the anime as a sort of coming in as well, as a green crystalline organ in a meteorite. So very sort of different ways, you know, an organ, a crystal, a triangle, whatever you want to call it really. But there are mentions in the Pokédex that it's actually sort of just DNA. What we know is related to DNA anyway, looking at its arms, but Ruby's description, for example, says the DNA of a space virus underwent a sudden mutation upon exposure to a laser beam and resulted in Deoxys. What laser beam could that have been? That's what the other video will be covering. The crystalline organ on this Pokemon chest appears to be a brain. That's that there. Sapphire says Deoxys emerged from a virus that came from space. Emerald then says that a Pokemon that mutated from an extraterrestrial virus exposed to a laser beam. So there are sort of differing, I guess, definitions of it, but you know, it's fairly similar, okay? Basically, yeah, the rest of them sort of, they all say the same. There's not really much else apart from that. Just sort of DNA of space virus that undergo mutations, or something that emerged from a virus that came from space. And we're told it hits a laser beam, so we can assume maybe, I'm not going to go too much detail about the laser beam. So, okay, so the laser beam, say it hit a meteoroid, and in this meteoroid there was a virus, sort of space cells or whatever, a virus, and the laser beam hitting this made it mutate into Pokemon, and Deoxys was this Pokemon. However, there could be other versions of Deoxys, I guess, or other space viruses that maybe were hit by the beam in a slightly different way, or mutated in a slightly different way, and this Pokemon could be Starmie. Okay, so Starmie, if we look at it as a Pokemon, it looks a bit similar to Deoxys. First up, it has its red jewel in the centre of its chest, which looks very similar to Deoxys's, I guess, organ, or whatever you want to call it, in the centre of its chest. Starmie has a star shape, obviously, with sort of, I guess, is it 8? Yeah, I think it's 8. 8 or whatever, however many sort of points of the star, which, yes, I guess sort of looks similar to Deoxys' body shape, if you separate the star points out and whatnot. I mean, get rid of the back star on Starmie and you've got, you know, a main body, 2 arms, 2 legs, and a sort of head. So the same sort of body structure, not exactly the same, but in a similar way it is. But we then see in other Pokédex entries for Starmie, for example, in red and blue, was told its central claw glows with the 7 colours of the rainbow. Now, in the movie Destiny Deoxys actually communicate each other, but with auroras, you know, sort of, you know, what's it called? I can't remember the name. The Northern Lights. That's an aurora, and it's many colours. Starmie communicates, or Starmie's core rather, glows with the 7 colours of the rainbow. Who knows? And Yellow then said in Yellow's Pokédex entry for Starmie, it says people think it is communicating when it glows in 7 colours. So maybe when it is glowing like a rainbow, it is communicating, similar to how Deoxys communicates with its friend, I guess you want to call it, in Destiny Deoxys, the movie with the Aurora. Then the Pokemon Stadium Pokédex entry says, when away from human eyes, its core is said to glow mysteriously in 7 colours again. This Pokemon may have come from outer space, so straight up there, it may have come from outer space, much like Deoxys did. Then we have, there are sort of other ones I'm just looking through. Crystal says, it is said that it uses the 7 coloured core of its body to send electric waves into outer space. So again, communicating into outer space. What's it communicating with? Who knows? And they're very similar sort of things. Fire Red's description says this Pokemon has a geometric body. Because of its body, the locals suspect that it is an alien creature. So again, talking about how it might be from space, might be alien, might be extraterrestrial, etc. So that's Starmie there. So they are very similar. So possibly, maybe the thing that happened is when the laser beam hit this meteorite thousands of years ago, it hit these viruses. Deoxys is one of the ones that made. Maybe it sort of then returned to whence it came, who knows why or whatever, or maybe there were Deoxys in the past that turned up, who knows, it's just speculation here, but maybe also Starmie was created, or Staryu as well, because obviously Staryu is the pre-evolution of Starmie. It does, again, have a sort of a core, so it could very easily be related to Deoxys and Starmie. Well, obviously it's related to Starmie, but you guys get the idea. It has a core there, so maybe it became Staryu, and then Staryu eventually evolved using a water stone to Starmie. Or maybe it was, this is thousands of years ago, so there is the possibility that Pokemon then evolved. So this Pokemon might not have been Starmie to begin with, it might have been a slightly different Pokemon, but evolved to look like a starfish, basically. So maybe Deoxys is another form of the space virus, not Starmie is another form of the space virus that Deoxys came from. It's very possible in my opinion, guys, but I want to know what you think. Do you think that Starmie and Deoxys are the same thing, basically, a space virus? And also, as I said, there will be a video soon talking about what that laser beam could have been and what many people think the laser beam is that hit the meteorite and made Deoxys and possibly Starmie and Staryu, etc. as well. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it'd be cool if you could hit the like button down below and drop a comment saying what you think. But for now, I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friend.